Hey guys, this is Jason with Ray of Light Tarot, here with my dear friend Jai Gobind. Hey guys, this is Jason with Jai.
How's it going, guys?
Hope everybody's doing well tonight. We want to take a little time to visit with you guys, and we're going to pull some tarot and oracle cards in anticipation of this full moon in Virgo, and we're gonna go through and do it for all signs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a major arcana card for each sign and a lightworker oracle card for each sign, and then Jai, you're gonna pull what?
Astrology from the Black Moon Astrology deck and the Animal Spirits.
Cool. And we're both gonna kind of in tandem do intuitive hits on the cards that we pull for you guys, and see what comes through. And because I'm sure, like we are, you guys are excited about this full moon in Virgo coming up and what it holds for all of us.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Diana. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming in. I'm watching the comments. They're going by a little bit fast for me to catch all of them, but I see you guys in here. And there's some people saying that they're loving my channel and my videos. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos and checking out my channel.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Jai is awesome, as you know, as you have discovered, I'm sure. And I'm really glad you guys have gotten to meet her and are going to really benefit from subscribing to her channel and hearing what she has to share with you about, your sign. And are you doing daily readings, Jai?
I am. So on Mondays, I do a weekly reading for all the signs. And then Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I do just a daily, like, one card thing. And then on Saturdays I do a weekend reading.
Exciting! I love it.
I know. I'm just kind of doing everything that I can.
Yeah, I love it. You're so gifted, and I catch your readings when I can. So I've caught probably 3 or 4 of them the past week, and they've been really good, really on point. So
awesome! Yes,
I'm loving it.
Ooh, I'm excited. So
how are we going to do this, guys? Hang on one second. Sorry, I've got stuff to get situated. How are we going to do this, Jai? You want to sort of just pick what? Let's see. What are we in? Aquarius? No, we're now in Pisces, aren't we?
Right now, February.
No, we're in Aquarius.
I think we're still in Aquarius.
Yeah, still in Aquarius. So should we start with Aquarius?
Sure.
Okay, let's start with Aquarius.
Fun little twist.
Well, what?
I said that's a fun little twist.
Yeah. Very, very unpredictable.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys. So thank you for being here. I can't see your comments.
I'm watching them. I'll try to keep an eye on them.
And she will relay them to me. So I think I have moderators that are going to be here to help Jai. I asked a few people to come in and moderate, so I believe we're covered with moderators. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate you guys so much. And I'm going to say a quick little intention before we pull cards, if you guys don't mind. So let's do that. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels and archangels. Thank you, archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel. They're my patrons, and I appreciate you. Thank you for your help with this. Thank you, spirit guides and ancestors. Thank you for allowing Jai and myself to connect energetically with our intuition. And thank you for allowing us to connect to the group here present, and for those that watch the replay and their astrological signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and the messages therein, and for the clear and direct guidance and the healing guidance for all of them. Thank you very much. All right. Do you want to pull first, Jai, or shall I?
You go ahead and pull first.
Okay. So
I'll shuffle too. I'll shuffle at the same time. We can.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So on my side, guys, what I'm doing is I'm pulling from one tarot card.
Joan says hi.
Who says hi?
Joan.
Hi, Joni. Hi, sweetie. So what I'm doing on this end is I'm going to be pulling a tarot card for you, and also a Lightworker Oracle card. So for Aquarius, I'm only pulling major arcana, guys. I've got just the 22 major arcana from the tarot using vice versa tarot. So that's what we're doing. We're sticking with the majors tonight. So I'm going to do a little bit of a shuffle and then we'll see what the major arcana message for Aquarius is. I'm
You're
excited,
welcome.
guys.
You're welcome, guys. You're welcome, John. How's it going, Leanne?
Hey, Leanne. Thanks for being here. We love you. Guys, I am so excited. Jai has, I don't know if you've heard it on her channel, but she is preparing to do this amazing thing called Earth School for Lightworkers.
Oh, yeah.
And it is going to be epic. I can feel the amazing abundance tied to this Earth School, Jai. And I'm so excited to be a part of it with you. Thank you for including me. And
yeah, you're welcome. It's going to be so exciting.
I'm going to do some guest speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
guys,
we're going to have it's going to be 8 weeks of learning basically what it is to be a light worker, what does it mean, all the different things that are important to know about it. And then each week we're going to have a different guest speaker come and talk about what they're an expert at. I dropped the card. It flew all the way over there, but here's the one.
Okay. All right. So here we go. For those of you who are Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, your major arcana tarot for the full moon is Justice.
Ooh.
The Justice card. And it's the Justice card in this position. Most of you are probably used to seeing the Justice card like this in most traditional tarot. This is the vice versa deck, and it did come out on this side. So I'm going to Jai and I will do some intuitive hits about what that means for us at this time. But before we do that, what I'd like to real quickly do is just sort of give you an overview from the vice versa book about what the Justice card implies on this side. So when you see the Justice card on this side, it says this: do not ever think that you can sneak around justice. You may get away with it for a time, but inevitably the truth will come out. It is far better to face it of your own free will than to wait and let justice choose her time to cast the verdict. This situation is fragile and fraught with danger. Now, that sounds so gloom and doom, but it's actually, I don't think that's really what it's about. To me, what that's saying to you is, don't run from the truth, because a lot of times, a very close friend of mine was telling me that they had been diagnosed with something called anticipatory anxiety. And that is when you think about something coming up or in the future, you get this intense anxiety about a situation. And then a lot of times when you just face the situation and step into the fear or the anxiety, it's never nearly as bad as it is in your mind. So I think that's sort of the message here, is to face things head on, look into the future. Justice is here, and it's you can't run from it. You have to face it either way. So, Abraham it, as Jai and I like to say, which means, use the law of attraction, get yourself into a mindset of positive thinking, and shift your focus to looking at things from the best possible perspective. And then know that, this is something that you have to face. It's a part of your destiny, and you've brought everything in your life has brought you to this point, the good and the bad. And ultimately it's all for the higher good. And so remember, Justice is the number 11 card. The number 11 is a doorway, a portal. Okay. And it's time to bravely enter that doorway, that portal, as you go into this full moon in Virgo. That's what I'm getting from this. Jai, anything you'd like to add as you look at this card on this side?
Yeah, I know. That's such an amazing looking card. Is that like an Egyptian symbol? Okay. Whoa. It actually looks like a portal to me from where I'm looking. It looks like a doorway into another dimension. And there's something about when doors open, right? And usually new moons and full moons are definitely energies where you get an opportunity to take a leap into forward into a new perspective. And that's what I was going to say. When you were saying it's about gaining a new perspective, that's what I'm feeling with this. Because
let me interrupt you just a second, Jai, and answer your question, because it says in the book, you asked what that symbol is. Yeah. It says, carved into the back of the throne of justice is an image of Amit. It's Ammit, Amit, the demon who awaits the heavy-hearted dead. Amit has the head of a crocodile, the forepaws of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. 3 ferocious animals who are unstoppable in combination. Like Ma'at, that's M-A'-A-T, Amit is fair and just. She only devours those whose heart has determined that outcome. And yet something has gone wrong. The scales of justice have been thrown down and broken, and the sword of truth is trapped and overgrown. Without truth and justice, Amit is free to devour whomever she chooses, regardless of their guilt or innocence. Okay, now you can continue.
So,
Sorry, I just
yeah, no, thanks. Thank you. So
yeah.
that also brings up to me that, like, the thing that came up to me is I think we're the ones that kind of judge ourselves sometimes too, in ways that I don't think are really necessary. Because when you, so I was going to say, you see justice a certain way, and when you have a certain perspective, you're stuck in that perspective. But when you kind of widen the image and you see from a little bit far away, what happens is it changes, and then justice becomes something different. So it's expanding your perspective that's going to help you with whatever situation it is that you're dealing with in the moment.
That's an awesome way of putting it too. And I think you hit the nail on the head, because like it said, that Amit in this situation will devour whether it's just or not, because that's just the situation that has been brought, because it's been let loose this way. So that's a great way of putting it. It's so much in not necessarily I can't remember how you just put it, but you put it so eloquently that it's much more about what you choose.
Yeah.
Right. I love that, Jai.
Yeah. Let me just address a question. So they're saying that your video is a little flickery. That's because it's going through Zoom and then through my OBS system and then into YouTube. So it's going to flicker a little bit until I figure out how to fix it. But if you guys can hear him just fine, then we're good.
Yeah, guys, can you hear me okay? Because if not, I can put my earphones on. Just let me know. And
ooh, let me do my let's alternate. Let me do my card next. So
yeah,
here's the card from the astrology, the Black Moon astrology for Aquarius. You got the 11th. It's your green screen, Jai. Okay. Well, then maybe for next video I'll have to use no green screen. But the 11th, you got the 11th house of friends. And nice. This is what it says. It says, don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. And I think that quote just kind of sums up this energy, because we're moving from getting the Justice card and this kind of like gnarly reading to, you know what, like it in the end, it's really not just you that's making a change. It's like you and people and working together. It's like you're not alone. That's kind of what this card brings up for me. It's like you're not alone. You have friends. Activate that.
I love that. I get a real hit from that too. I think I've noticed that the energy recently has been, for a lot of people, very wishy-washy. People's attitudes have been very wishy-washy. I know someone who was going through an experience with their partner or their person, where their friend, I guess, is what that person is to them, where on one hand the friend was saying how close they felt to them, but then on the other hand they were saying, they would pull back and say, I'm not ready for this, or I'm not ready for that. So that leads you to question, okay, if you feel something for someone, and then you feel like you're very close to them, like they're almost like family to you, but then at the same time, in the next breath, you're telling them that they're pushing you, or they're being too presumptuous in that relationship. That's a sign to me of someone who is not being honest with themselves, or not being clear about what they feel or believe. So I think that card really represents not just about don't lead or don't follow, walk beside me. But in friendships, relationships, love relationships, family, it's so important that people, if they're not on the same page, communicate truthfully to get on the same page about what they want, what their intentions are in a situation, and what their goals are for each and every relationship in their life.
Somebody just said that your card was 11 and mine was the 11th house. It's crazy.
Dude,
There's
epic.
the number 11 again. Here's one more thing from this card. So the image in the card is the three graces, who are, I think they were either Greek or Roman. They're probably in both, represented in both cultures, but they were the three symbols of grace, of hope, faith, and charity. And they were like the three that always had fun, always made sure everybody was having fun. So it was like this, it's this energy of like lightness, lightheartedness.
Hope, faith, and charity.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, and charity, I know, is the word basically for love. So faith, hope, and love.
Yeah.
Those, I know in the Bible, in the Christian Bible, it says these things remain: faith, hope, and love, or faith, hope, and charity. And the greatest of these is love. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we've got two more for Aquarius. Two more cards. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm also in Boulder. Somebody in there said they're watching from Boulder. I'm also in Boulder. That's cool.
So you're pulling. Did you say you're pulling two more cards?
No, it was you were gonna. Did you already do your two cards?
Nope. I'm gonna do.
Okay, so I'm saying we have two more. One you and one me.
Okay, so right now I'm gonna pull the Lightworker Oracle card for Aquarius and see what the message from the Lightworker Oracle is for the Aquarius.
Welcome from Sydney, Australia.
There's the myth. Oh, there it is. Okay,
from Hawaii.
Nice.
So
here
cool.
it is, Aquarius. Card number 25, Merkaba Spiritual Protection.
Ooh.
So this card is beautiful. Look at this, guys. Merkaba Spiritual Protection, card number 25. I love this card. And so 25, that's 7. If you add the 2 and 5 together, it's the number 7. And 7 is sort of the number of completion. It's a holy number. And I love that. I think this is a beautiful card, and I think the message is going to come through really clear for a lot of you. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the full moon in Virgo coming up on Tuesday. This is your message as a light worker. Being open to receive is a way to gain empowerment, strength, and all manner of assistance. To enhance receptivity, it can be helpful to declutter and cleanse your energy field. This allows for that which is not rightfully yours to be shed. Sometimes this will include the disowned thoughts and feelings of others. When you release these thoughts and feelings, a spaciousness will grow within you. Then you can then receive more of what is rightfully meant to be for you, your divine good in all ways. An open, sensitive person can easily become energetically overloaded, from physical pain to emotional and psychological tension. An overload does not feel good. You may feel like you're carrying others on your back or in your head. The added weight can drag your naturally light vibration down into anguish, doubt, fear, or even despair. Your inner vision, too, may be obscured by this overload. That can make it hard to discern what is yours and what belongs to another. To accept a spiritual cleansing now, repeat the invocation below and then relax for as long as you need with the Oracle card. With your Oracle card resting down over any part of your body. Well, you guys can't do that, but just repeat this invocation with me and then spend a little time relaxing as you focus on releasing. And pay particular attention to what you sense immediately after we say this invocation, what you sense you may be releasing or cleansing from your energy field. Also, this Oracle card is a confirmation for those of you who have been questioning if a relationship, a person, or a situation has been draining you, or I feel this, or has been transferring negative energies or thoughts into your energy field. Yep. Your insights are correct, and you can now use this energy clearing process to remove the cords of attachment and release any negative energy from that person or situation. Okay, here it is, guys. This is the invocation. I call upon unconditionally loving divine protection. This sacred chamber of light, the Merkaba of divine light, is around me now. I choose of my own free will, under divine authority and grace, to release any and all connections, content, and contaminants that do not serve me through unconditional love. I choose of my own free will to take my life journey in the most joyful and loving way possible. I open to divine grace for cleansing and protection of my integrity at all times. I am free to simply be in the truth of me. May all beings be blessed and protected, and may all beings be happy and free through my own free will. So be it. So I like that. Jai, do you want to add anything to that, or do you?
I was just gonna say the Merkaba is like it's an energy field that you can actually activate in meditation. So you can actually sit and imagine or visualize the Merkaba energy field around you, and it's just like light, you know, like surrounding you, and you can look up on the internet like what does the Merkaba look like, and then just in your meditation like sit inside of it. But it can literally be like a time travel tool. It can like take you places, like you can travel to other planets, like it can help you astral travel. So just a quick thing on that.
I love that, Jai. I love that, guys. If you're someone who's into astral projection or is interested in it, hear what Jai just said. That's awesome, and you know that is very exciting. I am really interested in that too, and I have never really connected to it. I've never really tried, you know, or made the effort to do anything like that. But it's really interesting to me, and I have a friend who definitely is capable and does astral projection, and it's amazing to me. I think it's one of the most interesting topics. So yeah, that's really cool.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's it, guys, for Aquarius. That's your card, Merkaba.
All right, and then from the animal spirit cards, you guys got the crow, which is epic. So the crow is spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities: the past, the present, and the future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, there's that friend thing again, and regular self-study. So it's like activating your magical powers. We all have magical powers, but I think this card specifically coming to all Aquarius is like, this is your magic time, right? This is like, I mean, we are in Aquarius season, and then a full moon. So the full moon's actually in Virgo, but full moons, either way, they affect us in a very strong way. And the full moon is about magic in that sense.
Yeah, definitely. I think for Aquarius, for anyone who this resonates for, the message of the crow that I'm getting, and I think it's so important, is don't compromise yourself. You know, don't compromise your magic or your truth to accommodate anyone. I think that goes along with what the Merkaba spiritual protection message was saying, as well as justice. I think a big part of justice right now and facing justice is, you know, it's okay to sort of, you know, step into your truth and your power, regardless of who may not like it or may not feel that you're being fair to them. If you know that you've been fair and you're being fair most of all to yourself and protecting your energy and your magic, then so be it. Embrace that. And you and your connection to source, to the divine, is of utmost importance and should come before anything else. So that's what I get from it.
There you go. All right, so that was Aquarius, you guys. I'm going to start shuffling for Pisces.
Yeah, Pisces will be next, right?
Yeah. So we're not
Okay.
going in the regular order, you guys. I know there's a lot of people asking where we're at. Like we just did that long for Aquarius. So now we're gonna go into Pisces, and we're starting with Aquarius because it's Aquarius season. So just so you guys know
Right.
what's going on. So any Pisces in the house?
It's all you Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm pulling
Oh,
in your.
by the way, today is Chiron in the last degrees of Pisces, which has been kind of a gnarly energy, and then tomorrow Chiron is moving into Aries, and this is like it's years of transit. It's like a long transit.
Cool. All right, Pisces, here we go. All right, here it is, Pisces, the devil. So the devil is the card for the full moon in Virgo for you guys, Pisces. And let's find out a little bit about what that's saying for you. Sorry, just one sec. Here's what the vice versa book says about the devil in this position. It is time for serious self-examination. Are you the devil in this scene, or are you the one in bondage? The devil comes out when we exert our power over weaker, more vulnerable people. If you have bullied or intimidated someone, or if you're keeping someone in a relationship against your or their better judgment, take a good look in the mirror. If you're the one who is bound, seek ways to break these chains. Your servitude may not be to a person or a position. Addicting and distracting habits are the devil's tools as well. And yeah, for me, when I look at the devil card, I always see a tendency towards some sort of, to me, it's temptation. It's that spirit against that constant battle of the spirit fighting against the flesh. So it can mean, any number of different temptations or things wherever your weakness lies. This is just a message right now with the full moon in Virgo. And, the full moon in Virgo to me is a lot about perfecting your relationship with the divine. So a big part of that may be turning away from the flesh a little bit more than you normally would, and denying yourself some temptations and some places where you may have weaknesses, and knowing that if you can be strong, and if you can be strong and deny those temptations, you're going to grow so much, especially at this time in your relationship with the divine, and it's going to raise your vibration in a huge way.
I was gonna say it sounds like move out of your head and into your heart. It's like make that transition, or that leap from the head to the heart. Because whatever goes on in the head, which could be said, it's like more of your ego. Whatever is happening in the ego, if you want something and it's because of, your ego is telling you that this is the right thing for you, but the reality is that in your heart that it's not. It's just taking that, like surviving the transition from the head to the heart.
Nice, Jai. Great way of describing it. I like it. I feel that. That's awesome. And this is definitely a time for that, guys.
All right, so Pisces, you got the Taurus card with the affirmation, I have. And we know that, like, Taurus energy is like, it's very earthy, it's very connected to like Mother Earth. And what this is saying is like an affirmation of I have. It's like, have gratitude for everything that is in your life right now. Like, you have this, you have that, you have yourself, you have your life, you have whatever feels like, whatever. Just find gratitude for everything. You have something to watch this show with or whatever. It's like, just start to find everything that you're grateful for, and your energy will totally shift.
Yeah, I vibe with that a lot. And guys, that's so much about your perspective too.
Mm-hmm.
I had a really tough week this past week, and a lot of it, I realized looking back, was a lack mentality. I was like, it was my perspective.
Pisces. Somebody just asked what we were on.
Oh yeah, Pisces, right. This is for Pisces, right? So, and guys, I get it. I had a lack mentality last week where I was just hurting and in a lot of pain, but it was because of my perspective. I was not seeing things clearly, and the reality is, I'm so fortunate. We all are. We have everything, and we have the best. Like, if you choose to see it, and it really is all in choosing to see it. um, you know, as long as you are living your life purpose and being the best you can be, it's not it's not your business what other people think of you. It's none of my business what people think of me. You know what I mean? All I can do is be my best self, and if I'm doing the best I can and I'm focusing on my purpose and my healing and my growth, then I have all I need. And it is, I am, and I have. And that's so fulfilling when you really take on and choose to take on that perspective. So that's what I get
That's
from that, Pisces.
yeah. It's like, so it's like getting the, what was it, the devil card? Yeah. So it was like the devil card is like represents the ego, and then this card represents the heart. Because when you're in
Yeah,
gratitude, you're in your heart. So it's more of like the message is even more clear. It's like travel towards your heart center.
right on. I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, Pisces. So let's see what your Lightworker Oracle card is for the full moon in Virgo. Pisces. What's their card, guys? Show me. What is Pisces Lightworker Oracle card for full moon in Virgo? Here we go. Thank you. Paradigm Shift, which is an awesome card. Card number 4. Here it is. Okay, Paradigm Shift. You are undergoing radical growth in your belief systems. Now is the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You're in an extraordinary time. Great leaps forward can be made in moments. The world you thought you knew can suddenly break open, and a new world can become your reality. Old souls can sometimes find it hard to recapture their not knowingness. Asking someone with a lot of life experience who may have become a bit world weary to drop expectations and look at the world through fresh eyes can be challenging. Yet life becomes much more energizing and interesting when you are open and don't hold expectations about what will be. Suddenly you're receptive to the universe helping you in ways that in the past you did not believe possible, all because you are keeping an open mind. If you're feeling that you don't really know yourself, your relationships, or your place in the world as you once did, if you're feeling that what you once held to be certain now seems a little shaky, these are signs that you're going through a paradigm shift. This will bring you new perceptions that will free you to be in the world in new ways. You will find yourself shedding old limits, fears, and misconceptions. You're stepping beyond what you have known. You're a bit like a traveler in a new city, feeling awkward until she gets the lay of the land and how things operate in this new place. As you trust the unexpected and unknown, the universe will be able to help you in the unexpected and previously unknown ways. If you find yourself questioning the views in mass media or spoken in the conversations that those around you are having, take heart and know that you are awakening from a fear-based world into a love-filled reality. Your confusion will soon transform into a joy at discovering that you are free and have no reason to be afraid. You're encouraged by the universe to embrace this power that you have to be a free thinker. Accept the accelerated mental shift happening for you, even if it creates temporary uncertainty or a little discomfort. Dare to think thoughts of love rather than lower your vibration by choosing thoughts of fear. Trust, for something helpful and empowering is happening in your soul right now. And here's the invocation for this card, guys. Through divine grace and unconditional love, I open my mind to the higher truth of love. May my mind be cleansed from conditioning and gently opened to the light of love. I'm willing to unlearn what no longer serves me. I'm willing to receive teachings and information, guidance, and assistance from those beings of pure light and unconditional love that can assist me on my life journey now. May my paradigm shift bring me closer to peace, love, empowerment, and happiness. May this process be held in guardianship by the universe with grace, mercy, and tenderness. Through my own free will, so be it. Satnam, man, that's awesome, right?
Oh my
Dude,
God, you're not gonna believe. You're not. I'm not even gonna say anything about that card because look at this is what they got, the zebra. And I got to tell you guys what the zebra is all about.
I already know. Yep. Okay, go for it.
Well, you first of all, do you see his like crazy third eye? So the zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. And it might not mean like a literal like pack your bags, you're going somewhere, but like pack your bags because you're gonna be envisioning something new for yourself.
A paradigm shift in your reality.
Yeah, there you go.
It's awesome, dude. That is epic. I love that, Jai. That
was cool. Really cool.
Okay, if you I don't know if so we did. Yeah, you have another card to pull, don't you?
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay, so I've got to do the major for Aries.
Yeah, so now we're moving on to Aries. No, so far we've done Aquarius, Pisces, and now we're doing Aries.
Right.
So who's Aries in here? Thank you guys for being here, by the way. Appreciate it.
My little nephew, who I am so in love with, is an Aries. I call him the little emperor.
Oh, my niece is an Aries too. Julia's an Aries.
Julia, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they are, and she's like him. She's like my nephew, Webb. They are large and in charge. I'm sorry.
Yep, right? Exactly.
Okay, yep. Aries.
So Aries rising, Aries moon, and Venus in Aries, right?
Mm-hmm. So Aries, Julia, Webb, if you guys are watching, this is for you.
It is going to take a while. Somebody's saying this is going to take a while. No, we're doing pretty good.
All right. We got the moon.
Ooh.
I love this vice versa deck. It's just the most beautiful cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, the moon. All right, so here we go. And it came out on this side, which is basically what the side you typically would be familiar with in the traditional tarot. Okay. Everything looks different by moonlight. More significantly, we look at everything differently by moonlight. The dark waters of the unconscious can't be navigated by reason or rationality. Your lunar awareness is heightened now. Hearken to your dreams and encourage them. Make a framework in your life that places importance upon sleep and the dream space. The moon calls forth your intuition and your instinct, the white dog and red dog, because there are things you need to know now that can only be known by moonlight. Mm-hmm.
The moon is about intuition.
Yeah, intuition and a lot of feelings. To me, this is about, if you look at this card, it's about a lot of, I think, Aries, you may be experiencing a lot of deep feelings right now that you're not sure what they mean or exactly what they're leading to. But the thing is, the thing that I would say is right now, it's okay. The point is being aware of your feelings and being aware of, not necessarily what direction they're leading you in or what the outcome's going to be, but just being aware of what you're feeling is the most important thing. And that's why it talks about, how things look different under the moonlight. These things that you're experiencing, and maybe they could be leading to your intuition opening up, or, changes in your life that are going to, manifest in the 3D. But right now, the big, I think, or most important thing is just to focus on awareness of what you're feeling and really being tuned into that, and let the rest sort of unfold naturally, organically, and just be patient with that.
Whoa. I'm tripping because of the cards that I pulled.
Oh my God, do
Well,
it.
you got so from the
I'm listening.
astrology.
I'm just, if I'm not
Yeah.
on camera, guys, while she's doing this, I'm listening. I'm just grabbing water.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
So yes, the moon, emotions, intuition, things, because we're moving into a full moon, it's like it's gonna get stronger. It's not gonna get any like any less intense, right? And the card that you got from the Black Moon astrology is the eighth house card, which is all about endings and beginnings. And there's a beautiful, let me see if I can find it real quick. There was this beautiful quote about the eighth house. It says, "From my rotting body, flowers shall grow, and I am in them. And that is eternity." And it's a quote by Edvard Munch. And that's just beautiful because it just points to the fact that, like, even when things are ending, they never really end. They never really stop existing. They just transition, they transform. It's like the phoenix that rises from the ashes. It's like the caterpillar that becomes a butterfly. I don't know if you guys know the specifics, the physics or whatever of like the actual biology of a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. The caterpillar cells literally have to die and become the butterfly cells. There's nothing in a caterpillar's body that is also found in the butterfly's body. Like, the cellular structure is completely different, which is proof that we can transform and change and become something totally different. I remember my mom telling me all the time when I was growing up that people don't change, you know? And that just crazy to me because it was this like story that kept going behind my head, you know, like always there, that like people don't change. And so it prevented me from like moving forward in my life until I realized that people can change, because I wanted to change and I wanted to become somebody different. And that's why I actually had to release that story. I actually had to become something else in order to understand, right? And
That's
so you
awesome,
might be
Jai.
going through this like transition too, Aries.
That's an awesome story, and it's so true. It's like people absolutely can and do change every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also what I got from what you were saying is there are no endings.
I love that.
There's
I
just like
love that. Yeah, yeah.
there
That's
is no
good.
end. Nothing ends. It just changes. There's no endings. There's change, but change, yes, people can and do change, and change is constant. It's inevitable, but there are no endings. I don't know why, for some reason, that gives me goosebumps. That story you were just telling, I really, I love that.
I know it's crazy, but that's like, yeah, I grew up with that story, and then I'm like, wait a minute. One day I was like, wait a minute, I'm different. You know, I'm
Mhm.
different than I was 2 years ago, or like I'm a totally different person. And it's funny because till this day, my mom still sees me as the old me, and that's why she has such a hard time understanding where I'm at or what I talk about, the things I say, because she's like, that's not you. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, it's not me because I've changed my, you know what I mean? It's just
Exactly.
crazy. But yeah, anyways.
I wonder how much that's her telling you that story or that belief system being put on you. I wonder how much that affected you for a long time.
A lot, a
This
lot.
idea, that people don't change or can't change.
Crazy. It's like such a stuck mentality. It's like, whoa. It's a hard one to get rid of. But it wasn't really truly my inner belief system. So it's like,
You never did, right?
I got rid of it. It was easy because once there was just becoming aware. It was like that awareness that just like killed it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you experienced that to be completely not true. That the truth was the opposite. It's so
Yeah.
crazy. That's so cool. Okay, guys. So, Aries, you've got a light worker card coming. I bet it's a good one. Show me, guys, what's the light worker oracle card for Aries for the full moon in Virgo? What do they need to know on their light worker journey? Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. I don't really know. This is one of those cards that I don't really think I've ever really read. This is interesting. Card number 28.
Somebody says Aries cardinal energies love new beginnings. Exactly. And that's right. And Chiron is moving into Aries, which is going to activate that even more. Tomorrow, Chiron will be in Aries tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow. All right. This is a really cool card, guys. Let's see what it's all about.
Reading.
28. Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. I love Archangel Raphael. Whoops. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm here. I promise. Okay. Can you hear and see me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael, card 28. And it says, part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change your world. Dude, what were you just saying about change, Jai?
Dude, I'm telling you, this is
epicness.
crazy.
If you change your your
Tisha.
mind, you can change your world.
Whoa!
Like, hear that, you know?
Wow.
Guidance and healing inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of Ascended Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. The mind of a light worker needs spiritual light, information, understanding, and wisdom in the same way that human bodies need food, water, and clean air. The hunger for wisdom can push you to seek knowledge, and this can be a healthy impulse. However, if you love knowledge so much that you keep seeking without taking time to digest, integrate, and apply what you have learned, you may end up confused or mentally exhausted. If you're forgetful, stressed, mentally fatigued, or plodding when you are usually bright, you need some mental time out. The mind rarely rests except through meditation, and even then, the rest is not guaranteed. Resting the mind can be a tricky thing for intellectually oriented or highly creative people, or Virgo or Gemini, who are both Mercury ruled like us. It's difficult. Learning to switch off mentally will help you remember and apply what you were learning, so that you grow not only in knowledge, but also in wisdom. You've been absorbing a lot of new information. You may feel you have so many tasks to do that you don't know where to start, or that if you stop to rest, you will never get through it all. This is causing you mental stress, which is diminishing your productivity. It is time to slow down and cleanse your mind with the assistance of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Sit without distraction of telephone, computer, mobile phone, music, television, or radio. Take a few moments of silence, say the below invocation, and then imagine, intend, visualize, or feel a fresh, pale green energy wash over you. Focus on this for a second or two, and then relax and enjoy the mental cleansing. You'll recognize when you've had sufficient mental rest because you'll feel a peaceful sense of vibrancy and inspiration. When you let go in this way, switching off and taking a step back, new approaches and ideas come to your mind. So work according to your own creative rhythms. You may find you work best in short, productive bursts, punctuated by mental rest. If this is how you need to live for a time, honor that. Be kind to your mind. It can help you accomplish your divine journey. This oracle also comes with a message for you. If you're interested in healing that involves the mind, whether this be psychology, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, hypnosis, NLP, philosophy, or a course of study, you are encouraged to explore it. If you feel inspired to work with your belief systems through affirmations or other techniques for mental reprogramming, such as guided relaxations and meditations, you're encouraged in this as well. Your mind is developed and powerful, and you will work well with such techniques. Here is the invocation that is recommended. I call upon the healing grace of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael, who love me unconditionally. May my own mind now gain rest, clearing, and refreshment. May I be assisted through unconditional love for mental healing and the development of my mind in service to my spiritual life purpose. Please help me let go mentally to allow for positive healing changes to happen. I ask for the grace I need to access all helpful knowledge, understanding, and wisdom necessary for me to fulfill my divine life purpose. May my mind now become peaceful, clear, and refreshed, and may all beings be free from mental anguish through the grace and unconditional love of the divine, through my own free will. So be it.
And
Nice.
check this out. So we just talked about they got the moon card, the 8th house of endings and beginnings, this card of healing the mind, and now the sea serpent of healing emotional wounds.
Wow.
And expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease, and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment, and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in others, it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what, the waters of our emotional lives. It's important to remember, it's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, this is crazy, we're just talking about mother energy.
Amazing.
Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. Whoa.
Epic. These cards, man, I'm telling you, the way they're coming out as we go back and forth is crazy.
Who else
it's just
feels on edge?
confirmation of how on point they are.
A lot of people feel on edge. All right, now we're going to do Taurus. So who in here is a Taurus? Taurus rising.
Sun, moon, rising, Venus.
Moon and Venus, yeah.
Okay, Taurus, here we go, guys. Got a major arcana card for you, just for you, Taurus.
Thank you for subscribing to my channel, you guys. Thank you, guys. Some of you guys are subscribing as we speak. I appreciate that.
Awesome. Yeah, guys. Good decision.
Put up some emojis.
Okay. The Hermit. That's my card as a Virgo.
Ooh.
So cool, guys. If you're a Taurus, the Hermit is the major arcana coming out for you. And, this is the full moon in Virgo. So the Hermit card is the card of Virgo. So that's worth mentioning.
It's channel for grace.
Card number. All right. And it did come out on the side that you most often see it in the traditional tarot. And here it is. The Hermit is more than a sign that it's time for some solitude. There is something bigger that needs to be addressed, aside and away from the trappings of the everyday world. The Hermit retreats to the mountains for two purposes: to gain perspective and to make it an effort for others to reach him. To gain perspective and to make it an effort for others to reach him. Okay, be sure your interactions with people who break your solitude are meaningful and not trivial. So guys, basically, this is all, guidance that it's time to spend some time alone to gain perspective. But also think about what it said about the Hermit retreating to the mountains to make it an effort for others to reach you. What that's telling me is, if you're having any interpersonal relationships in which you have overextended yourself, the time has come to stop doing that. People who want you in their life or want to be in your life, they need to make the effort to come and find you. That's what that says to me very clearly. So, do not be afraid of being alone, and certainly don't overextend yourself because you're afraid of being alone. This is a time to really go within, gain some inner perspective, and be accessible to those you love and who love you, but also be mm, mm, uh, allow them to seek you out and to make the effort to find you should they want you in their life and need you. Allow them to show you. Don't make yourself someone who is always willing to jump unless that other person is willing to jump just as high for you. Okay? That's what I see from that.
That's awesome. So it's like internal process, and then that internal process, what you're going to get from that, like introspection, from listening deep within, from taking a moment, from stopping for a moment and breathing, is you get this card of Saturn, the planet Saturn, which is all about the truth. It's actually, a planet of like authority and structures, right? Like structures in place of like almost like patriarchal structures. But it's also what Saturn encourages you to do is to find the truth that lies within
Right.
you. And that's exactly what that process that the universe is asking you to go through is going to take you towards. And sometimes, and not the journey is not always like easy. Just because you start a journey doesn't mean like, yay, this is awesome, I did it. It's like, no, you still have like a ways to go and to figure it out and to, you know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
move through it. But just remember where you're going towards, which is truth. Like truth with a capital T.
The capital T truth, right? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. There's little t and big T truth, and this is truth with a capital T. While you pull your card, I need to run to the bathroom, so I'm gonna hold you guys right here while I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
So, it's okay.
I'm gonna let I pull her.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So the card. So this is interesting. The card that you guys got is the fire ant. It's the element of fire. You can feel the energy of this card. It's like, ouch, the fire ant, it stings, it burns, right? So this is an energy of aggression. This is an energy of rigid thinking, and it's also an energy of following orders. And following orders has to do with the planet Saturn, because Saturn is all about authority. Except you have to like figure out your way of following orders. You got to follow your own orders, like the orders of your soul, right? So it's like, where's your priority in all of this? The fire ant energy flares up without noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or a situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down, right? So the cooling down goes back to the Hermit card. That's the cooling down card. How can you break free from the drama, whatever the drama is, and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. So you have to learn to be like thoughtful and disciplined. And you have to learn to balance the energy of wanting, to be argumentative in situations or, expressing excess heat or gossiping. And it's just crazy because to bring this energy into balance, it says, have some solo time. Like, get out of here and walks at night. Like, basically the card that Jason just pulled, which was the Hermit. So that's like what the message for like Taurus is for this full moon that we're like moving into. Yeah. So let's see. And we'll look at some of the comments. Thank you guys so much for being here.
I heard you saying something about a fire ant.
Yeah, the fire ant. So yeah, let's see what your light worker card says to them. It'll complete the message. It's a pretty powerful message.
Okay, so yeah, did it go along well with the Hermit card?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm
sure I figured it would.
It said to balance the fire and energy, take some time like alone.
Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. So let's see what the Lightworker Oracle message is for you. Taurus.
Oh, I'm excited about Gemini.
I know. And I'm
And
Gemini
Leo.
ascendant, so I am too.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Yep,
That's awesome.
Gemini's. So that's why I told you, Jai, it's so hard for me to meditate unless I can do like guided meditations, but I have a hard time just naturally meditating because being Virgo sun and Gemini ascendant, my two main signs are both Mercury ruled signs. So the mental energy for me is intense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, you're Gemini, so you know how
Well,
I'm sure.
I'm a Gemini and Gemini rising and Leo
Well, then
moon.
you've got the double mental energy
Yeah.
going on too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I know.
that's probably
It's
why
hard
you
for
love
me to.
yoga so much, because it's
Yes,
a
it
physical
helps.
way of meditating.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. But
And
it's
it
funny
allows you
because
to.
I have times where I'm doing yoga and I can do the whole thing, but my head's still going a million miles an hour.
Right.
It
I can
doesn't
imagine.
stop. Yeah.
So
We're
yeah,
finishing up the reading for Taurus and then moving into Gemini.
right. Yes, guys, this is the Lightworker Oracle card for Taurus. Wow, past life activation.
Whoa.
Nice. And that is card number 35. I'm going to read it to you now, guys. Past life activation. Wow, that's exciting. Intense, too. Can you guys see this card okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You have talents within that have been developed through many varied life experiences. You have had many lifetimes already, even if you don't recall them consciously, helping you evolve and grow into the loving being that you are today. Your desire to grow in consciousness and spiritual power to assist the divine plan that is unfolding throughout the universe is heard and supported by the spiritual worlds in all ways. To this end, past life material is now being activated for your benefit and for the greater good. Your soul has a history of lifetimes through which it has learned to be wise and developed certain talents. You have learned lessons and acquired skills and abilities. Sometimes these were mastered through very challenging circumstances. You might feel you are obtaining mastery in certain areas again this lifetime, again through challenging circumstances. The soul can certainly develop through joy, love, and happiness, but often it is through an experience of conquering a challenge that the real gems are won for the crown of the soul. The oracle of past life activation comes to you when a power you developed in a past life that would be useful for you to access in your current lifetime. Wait, that doesn't make sense. The oracle of past life activation comes to you when a power you developed in a past life that would be useful for you to access in your current lifetime. Okay, that sentence just isn't whatever. Perhaps this talent or ability will become the seed of a spiritual vocation for you, a skill that expands your career or brings you personal joy. The ability that surfaces from the depths of your soul will be whatever is of greatest benefit to you now. Sometimes, whilst a treasure is emerging from the depths of your being into consciousness, it will be coated in the pain of the past. You might notice the outer coating first, which is the pain of abandonment, rejection, ridicule, or shaming that perhaps resulted in the suppression or denial of that soul gift in your past life. This may be the reason you have not incarnated with that gift fully awakened and at your immediate disposal. You have to allow it to rise up to you, and you need to dig a little to crack open the coating of a wound and free the treasure that temporarily became trapped inside the pain. When you release the pain, you free the treasure once locked within it. Perhaps your gift was challenging. Okay, so see, guys, that's why you're getting guidance for the hermit mode right now, right? That's why you need to go in and do this solitude, because you've got this past life activation happening. Okay, so perhaps your gift was challenging to a community in a past life, whereas now it would be more readily accepted because that community has matured spiritually over time. Or perhaps you have matured and now will value your gift and be open to divine guidance to show you how to use this gift for the greatest good this lifetime. The gift you are reviving is worthwhile. As you cleanse the memories, beliefs, or programs that once caused you to subconsciously protect yourself by hiding your talent, you will grow strong enough to process the pain and stand in the truth of your reclaimed gifts. If you have been considering a new line of work, feeling you'd like to explore or express different talents, or you have the urge to develop an interest and transform it into a vocation, you are very likely already feeling the stirrings of that past life activation now taking place for you. Trust the challenges you feel. A part of your divine inheritance is being restored to you. Okay, so guys, I'm going to read the invocation here, but you have to think about it like this. For example, for me personally, I ran from my psychic gifts for most of my life. Like I've said to you guys before, I didn't want to feel weird. I wanted to feel quote unquote normal. But I think it also, a big part of it could be past life activation. Perhaps in the past, maybe I was persecuted for certain gifts that at that time were not acceptable. I mean, people were burned at the stake, right? Mm-hmm. For some of the gifts that you and I now are, very happy to tap into. So who knows why in this lifetime myself or anybody else may have run from their gifts for a long time, but it's probably goes a little deeper than just being wanting to be normal. It most likely goes back to past lives and persecution, things like that. Mm-hmm. So the invocation here, guys, is through divine grace, protection, mercy, and empowerment, I call for the activation of all past life gifts and abilities that will serve my greatest and most joyful, inspirational, and soul-satisfying success this lifetime. I ask for healing assistance from the higher beings that love me unconditionally so I can swiftly release any unhelpful conditioning or resistance to the expression of these talents. I ask for inspiration and guidance to bring them to life in the world in the best possible way this lifetime. May all beings receive their full divine inheritance with mercy and grace through my own free will. So be it. Beautiful. I love it. I love it, guys. Yeah. All right, Taurus, activate it.
Here we go.
All right, Jai.
Who's ready for Gemini?
Gemini. Gemini. Wait, don't you have another card to read?
No, because I read the animal while you were in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Thank you.
It's all good.
Okay. So should I just go into the Gemini Major Arcana card?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, my precious gems.
Nope, haven't done Libra yet.
You are precious, gems. You are precious. Even if you do have split personalities. Sorry.
This is a long live, but this is an epic live, so thank you guys for being here.
Yes, it is long, and yeah, I really appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, Gemini, we do, and I'm not judging because I am Gemini ascendant. We definitely have split personalities. We got two of us, two within one. So you never know what you're gonna get. Oh my God!
Hang on. There's even one more planet. Okay, there's So in my thing, so I have Gemini rising, and my Venus is in Gemini too.
Whoa! Wow, yeah. Jai.
It's conjunct with my Sun.
That is insane.
In the north.
That's node. A lot of air.
In the north node of Gemini. Get out of here! That's a lot of Gemini.
Jai, that surprises me because
Really?
You know why it surprises me? I mean, I see Gemini in you in certain ways, but to have that much air in your chart, you're pretty loving. Like, you're pretty emotional and loving. And, someone with that much air I would not expect to be that, that loving, that, tapped into their emotions like you are.
It's because I'm a number 4 on the Enneagram.
Okay.
I feel like all the combinations play a big role in how your personality manifests in the world. Like your chart is a huge part of it. Your Enneagram type is a huge part of it. Like all of that.
Also, I think your moon, whatever your moon.
My moon is in Leo. That's it, right? Yeah.
Because
there you go.
Your moon can override a lot of it. So, like for me, my moon is my moon Cancer. My moon is Cancer, and so that's why I'm pretty intuitive, and I'm way like emotional in relationships and stuff. Even though, you know, Virgo and Gemini would allow me to be kind of a bitch. but yeah, the Cancer moon kind of makes up for it.
There you go. Silver lining.
The silver lining.
Silver lining soul. Thank you. I appreciate the comments.
Aw, what did Silver Lining Soul say?
Says I'm a breath of fresh air.
Isn't she? She really is.
That is
Seriously,
so sweet.
Jai, you are.
That's so sweet. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Gemini. Major Arcana message for Gemini. All right, here it is. Man, I need to take some allergy medication. All right, Wheel of Fortune. Nice.
Ooh.
The Wheel of Fortune. So, guys, the Wheel of Fortune. And what I love about the vice versa tarot deck is it always has a bit of another card within each card. Like, so cool. For this major, it's the Wheel of Fortune, but it's also got the Magician in it. You can see the Magician is here. You know what I mean? And so, like, or for example, like the Strength card. The Strength card also has the Devil card in it. You know, the Devil's here. So each major arcana has a little bit of another major in it in order to sort of not only lead you to see that it's connected to another card, but also to allow you to intuitively recognize maybe what other energy may be affecting the card at the time, etc. So with this Wheel of Fortune on this side, the Magician is here. So what that's telling me right off the bat is, Gemini, the Wheel of Fortune is here, and it is turning, and it's turning, quote unquote, in your favor in a good way. But with this side, with the Magician present, it's saying that this is a time where, with the Wheel of Fortune turning, you have so much more power than you realize to manifest the things you desire as the Magician. So let me read this to you guys. This side, the Sphinx and the two gods are gone, because that's what's on this side of the Wheel of Fortune. And the day's heat has given way to the cool, starry night. The Magician stands with the wheel in his right hand, where in his own card he holds a candle. He is now holding the Ankh, the symbol of life.
Yeah.
His left hand points to the earth as before. With this gesture, he calls upon the life force to manifest on earth, and so it has. Greenery springs up from the barren desert floor. When you get this side in a reading, the wheel is the same with its symbols of esoteric wisdom. You guys can see that. And secrets. And the Magician is a master of these mysteries and secrets, but he does not master the wheel itself. Destiny is destiny. His message here is to remember that you are a soul on an earthly journey. You have chosen to ride the wheel. Use your will in a positive way to influence events and circumstances to make the most of this ride called life. Study the mysteries which sparkle as points of light through the dark night. Dude, this is epic. Okay, guys. Gemini, you're the Magician, right? Here's the thing about the Magician card. I know this is a Wheel of Fortune card, but the Magician's present, so it's worth
So
mentioning.
is the High Priestess with the Ankh, because that's Isis.
Right.
Isis.
Well, I totally resonate with the Magician card because the Magician card is represented by Virgo and Gemini. And I am Virgo Sun, Gemini Ascendant, so I love the Magician card. And I don't know if you guys know why the Magician is representative of Virgo and Gemini, but I will explain. As Jai and I were just talking about, the two signs that are Mercury ruled, that are ruled by the planet Mercury, are Virgo and Gemini. So if you've ever heard the phrase, someone is very mercurial, what that means is that it typically means it can have to do with them having a temper. But Mercury is the planet of communication, right? So Virgo and Gemini, that's why Virgos and Geminis tend to have a lot of mental energy, because they're both Mercury ruled, and it's the planet of communication. So the Magician, who is all about manifestation and thus communication in the physical world, is known to be the sign represented by the signs of Virgo and Gemini. So I definitely resonate with the Magician. And I think the point here with the Magician present in the Wheel of Fortune card is, guys, communicate what you want to people right now, because guess what? With the full moon in Virgo and the Wheel of Fortune turning with the Magician here, you have a great likelihood of getting what you want if you communicate it. So don't be shy in communicating what you want. Be very clear, because you'll probably get it. Okay?
Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is like right underneath, right? It's like right at his feet. And that's
Right.
what like is grounding him, right? And then he's the Magician, and what he's holding up is the Ankh, which is the Egyptian symbol, and it's basically the symbol of the goddess Isis. And yes, so goddess Isis had, like, she's very well known for, she even like wears the Ankh, I think, somewhere in her headdress or something like that. But goddess Isis represents the high priestess. And
yes.
So like these two energies, it's like he is lifting up this energy of like the high priestess, which is like when you're in high priestess energy, it's like you're at your best energetically. That's like you're intuitive, you're on top of it, it's like there's so much magic in this card, it's not even funny.
I see that.
Yeah. What we got for the astrology card is the Capricorn card of I use. And the Capricorn energy is like the mountain goat that like climbs mountains. Like the Capricorn energy just goes, and then like just they can achieve so many things because they just stick with the task, right? So the mantra of I use in this card, what the message that's coming through is, I use my gifts to move forward. It's like I use my gifts to climb whatever mountain it is that I'm trying to climb. And not that the mountain is a bad thing, but just in general, wherever it is I'm going to use my gifts, because that's the whole point. And the gift is the magic, right? The Wheel of Fortune, the Ankh, the Magician. Like that's the gift. It's like you have it in you. It's part of you, and you just need to keep activating what is already deep within you as you walk on your path. Gemini.
Yeah, and the mountain may even be something. Not only is it not necessarily a bad thing, the mountain may be something that you cherish and that you've chosen and that you want
right,
to.
exactly. Yeah.
You know, so
we think of mountains as negative thing, but they're not necessarily.
Right. And I love what you said about with the Magician holding up the Ankh, and how that's tied to Isis or the high priestess. It's almost like the Magician is holding up his love for the divine feminine.
Yes.
And he's honoring the divine feminine.
Yes.
And acknowledging that just as much as he has the power to manifest things, a great portion of his power is in his love and acknowledgement of the divine feminine and her power and her wisdom.
That's exactly what I saw.
And how she fulfills and makes up for
the balance,
the places where he lacks. Yes, right? The balance, exactly. Yeah. So I really love that, Jai.
And then you've got like, right, the twins, the two energies, right? The Magician and the high priestess. It's like they're both represented in there.
They're always there in even if they're not present physically in the cards. There's always some. I'm noticing in the vice versa tarot, there's always some representation of both the divine feminine and masculine in some way, and the to sort of show that there's always the need for them to both be present for the full power of a human being to be manifested.
Right.
And in order, that's where we're at, guys, in this time space reality right now, is people coming to acknowledge and recognize that you feel me? Go ahead.
This full moon is like bringing to the Gemini energy this mountain that we are getting ready to like start walking upon. And so it's like we're just being presented with it. Now when we get there, like when we get to the point where like oh, this is my mountain, this is it, this is what I'm going towards. It's like that's the time to remember, like, you have all this backing. You have all this energy that's backing you up, which is the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the High Priestess, you know?
Right. And it's kind of like, like when people climb Mount Everest and they are trying to get to the summit, the magician may be the one that's doing the work, like doing the climbing in a sense. But you know how people have to carry like the backpacks with the oxygen, because they literally, the air is just not there. They have to have oxygen tanks to keep going to get to
Right.
the summit. Well, I feel like the oxygen tanks represent the divine feminine. She's his oxygen. He may be the one that has that like physical prowess to be doing the climbing, but he wouldn't even be able to do it without the oxygen provided by the divine feminine. So it's just a really cool reciprocal.
Yeah, it's like
love.
the yang and the yin energies.
I love that. That gives me goosebumps. It does. It gives me goosebumps.
I want to show you guys the card that I picked from the animals. Let's do it like this. So we got the panther.
Ooh, nice.
So the panther is the annihilation of...
He looks ferocious.
Yeah, it's the annihilation of the unnecessary. It's a purging. The panther won't stand to see our growth or our energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us towards more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. It's kind of like the Tower card in a way.
Yeah, that's epic. And he looks so ferocious, but in a good way. Like,
yeah, it's
really,
like
really strong.
Yes. Yes.
I'll tell you, somebody was saying to me, we're at a time right now, guys, where rigorous honesty is the only way.
Yep.
Somebody was talking to me the other day about feelings and how, they kept saying it's so important to be honest and to be honest and to be honest. But even as they were saying that, it was like I could hear them trying to convince themselves about being honest. When you're like, it's important to be honest, but the fact is you're not being honest with yourself. And so you keep saying how important it is to be honest because you're not really getting. That's where we're at, guys. Rigorous honesty is the only way we're going to survive right now. And we're going to keep moving forward. And it's a place of letting anything that's not authentic fall away. And if we don't let it fall away, it's going to be stripped away very painfully. So let it fall away. Whatever doesn't resonate with your highest self, what doesn't resonate with your heart's desire and what the universe is showing, because not much is being hidden from us at this point. I feel like the universe really showing
the
us
veils have thinned.
Yeah. Like the universe, if you're not seeing things clearly, it's because you're choosing not to at this point in time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, the universe
I
is showing things.
Like, ouch.
Yeah, so.
But nope. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Get there, guys. Get there.
Yep.
All right. Here it is, Gemini.
Go ahead.
Here's your light worker card, Gemini. What's on the agenda for Gemini? Show me. What do we need to know on our light worker journey? I'm sure it's going to be epic. Whoa, it is. Dark Angel. Okay. The Dark Angel card, dude, is like, it's kind of reminiscent of the Dark Night of the Soul.
It's like the Panther.
Yeah. Okay, let me just lay it on y'all. I'm just gonna lay it on y'all. I'm not gonna have any sympathy. No, I'm just kidding. But here it is, Dark Angel. This is a cool card too. Look how beautiful it is. All right. Whoa. Number 30, the Dark Angel. Okay, Gemini. The Dark Angel comes to you with a radical truth. Divine love is always there for you without exception. Love will never forget you. It will never stop caring for you. Even when it seems most unlikely, even when you have stopped caring for yourself. In fact, especially then, the divine is reaching for you and nurturing you. Even our wounds are ways that we can discover love and divine grace through the healing process. The divine is always helping you remember who you are and helping you find your true joy. When the dark angel appears, you are being given a gift of light, even though it may seem to be a hidden blessing. A dark mystery is one that helps us learn that even if things don't seem to be working out according to the timing or the methods that we believe necessary, the light and love of spirit are unfailing. If a door is closed in your face, it is the wrong door for you. Divine love will ensure that the right door opens at the right time. When you encounter darkness, how you respond can make either the dark or the light victorious. You can choose doubt and fear, or you can force the darkness to serve the light by choosing trust and faith. You are spiritually advanced enough to trust unconditionally. That is the trust that burns bright, not only when things appear good, but even when your mind thinks things seem to be heading in the wrong direction. Does unconditional trust mean that you give up if things get tough, assuming it's not meant to be? Of course not. Relying on unconditional trust and understanding the dark mystery, you are willing to go through periods of not knowing. You are willing to continue on your path even when you are not seeing immediate results, because in your heart you know it's right. This type of trust is powerful enough to release any separation between you and the universe.
Whoa.
You know that even the universe guides you into you know that even when the universe guides you into challenging territory, you shall benefit, grow in divine power, and become the amazing being that you were destined to be. Praying to the beautiful dark angel, writing, drawing, dancing your feelings, or dialoguing with your dream images, you can work through the pain of a challenging time and grow in wisdom. What matters is that you honestly, keyword being honestly, express the depth of your suffering. Then, when you are ready, acknowledge that the experience has helped you grow. As we realize how we have grown through the experience, turning what was once a source of pain into spiritual light, we masterfully transform our deepest pain into our greatest growth and spiritual accomplishment. We become true spiritual alchemists, releasing light from the darkness. As you learn to put more faith in love than in fear, your trust becomes increasingly unconditional, and you find the light even through the dark. In this way, you become initiated in the mystery of the dark angel. Then you can show others that this is possible. You can help heal others from victim consciousness and show them that inner peace is possible, even and especially when they are facing the unpredictable twists and turns of life. If you've been going through a difficult time or struggling to heal an issue, the dark angel promises that even through the depths of despair, you will find the light. In your own time, you will rise again into trust, restored faith, and hope. All will be well. Dude, here's the invocation for this card. I'm sorry, this card just blows my mind. Invocation. I call upon the wisdom of unconditional love that I may be empowered to see the true light within everything and everyone, including that which holds the outward appearance of darkness. I honor the truth, and the truth is this: darkness serves a purpose, and I treat it always as an opportunity to strengthen the light. I call upon the light of divine love to ignite the light of my own heart, strengthening it each day. Through divine grace, I am always held in the light. May divine grace shine through me and into the hearts and minds of all beings upon the earth. So be it.
Boom. Damn.
I love that.
All right, Gemini.
Epicness, Gemini. Epicness,
right.
Gemini.
Cancer. Dawn's a Cancer.
Right on. All right. So, wait, me do the Cancer major?
Yeah.
All righty. Cancer, your major arcana for Cancer for the full moon in Virgo is... Oh, I already know what it is, and it's freaking me out. We'll see if it really is. I think I know what it is. I don't know why. Yep.
What? No.
The Sun card. I
Get
don't know. I
out of
just can
here.
know. I don't know. I just can feel it. Okay.
Okay.
So, awesome card too, guys. The Sun card is like the happiest card in the tarot, and I'm going to read a little bit about it. Isn't that a beautiful card, guys?
Aw, that's so
The
sweet.
It's beautiful. The sun's stylized rays and benevolent face shine like a golden seal placed upon this happy scene. The sun child, representing innocence and joy, wears a red tunic, a symbol of action in the world. His horse companion stands ready to bring this innocent joy wherever it needs to go. The child has known only goodness, and like the sunflowers, turns always toward the light. The sun card is considered the most positive in the deck, for all life grows and flourishes in the warmth of the sun. When you get this card in a reading, when the sun card appears, it bodes well for any situation being considered. It doesn't matter if you have doubts or fears, success is assured. The universe is working in your favor. If you've been waiting for the right timing for a new enterprise, that time has come. Let your joy loose in the world and let your light shine. All will be well. So yeah, Cancer, listen. Full moon in Virgo, your manifestations are like, it's time to harvest in this full moon in Virgo. That's telling me whatever you've been manifesting during new moons over the last however amount of time, it's time for those manifestations to come home. Like, they're ready. They're this full moon is bringing you a lot of your heart's desires and wish fulfillments. All you have to do is believe it to see it. Okay, you don't have to see it in order to believe it. You have to just believe it in order to see it. Okay, that's what I get from this for you guys. Jai?
That's amazing. So here's what fire element desire. There are changes coming, new movement. Look for them to be quick. The element of fire in astrology is all about beginnings, our passions, and how fast we get our energy moving. It speaks to how rapidly we react and how long it takes us to accomplish what we set out to do. Fire is burning determination. Fire scorches away impurities, clearing a landscape for new growth and leaving an area healthier and stronger. When the fire element card is involved, expect changes to be dramatic in an unforgettable way. A situation is about to be transformed through a wake-up call or a personal epiphany.
Nice. Dude. Cancer. What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Dang, man.
That's
Cancer's got it
epic.
going on. Like, what in the world? The sun card and now what is
Fire.
going on? Good
The
stuff,
sun
guys.
and fire, dang.
Cancer's on a roll, apparently. Hey, I accept it. I'm Cancer Moon, so.
Oh, are you?
Nice. I feel like they're coming in. Do you have any Cancer in your chart, Jai?
I don't think I do, actually.
Well, you can pretend like you do, because it's it's good stuff apparently for Cancer.
Dawn, you know what I mean?
Does Dawn have Cancer?
Yeah. So
Awesome.
he'll hold that vibration for me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Dawn is her amazing fiance, and he is a very gifted master healer. I mean, to tell you. So yeah, the two of them are like what I would like me and my twin to be one day. They're like, they're master healers together. They're epic and best friends and awesome. So really, I love when you start laughing, Jai, because when I first met you and I didn't get it, like when you would laugh at things I'd say, I thought you were making fun of me. And I learned how, like, when you laugh, it's because you're like, I'm like
laughing
totally
because it tickles.
Excited. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
So now when you laugh at me, I know I'm like, yes. Yes, she's vibing with what I'm saying.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So I'm going to pull the Lightworker Oracle card for Cancer, which will undoubtedly be epic. At this point, I have no doubt about that. Okay, Cancer. Here you go. All right. Unplug from mass consciousness, number 7. Yeah, definitely need to do that to keep these good vibes coming, because mass consciousness is a hot mess. Here we go. Well, okay. There is a belief system based on fear, doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you've been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid and not take risks. It says that if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. You are being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. You are capable of a more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. You are brave and aware enough to think outside the square, beyond what society or your peers may consider, quote, normal. You're supposed to be questioning things right now. You are in a transition from one way of thinking to another, opening to a new world which you can trust enough to live in with peace and happiness because of the upgraded new beliefs that you're cultivating. No matter how others may resist or criticize your choices, perhaps your new ideas take you away from the world they feel comfortable in. Your higher guidance encourages you to keep opening your mind to a more loving and higher reality. If you've been thinking along new lines and wonder if you're going crazy, your guidance tells you you're doing a great job. You are not crazy. Trust yourself. Trust this. You are thinking in ways that do not belong to mass consciousness. It can seem scary at first, but once you realize the benefits gained from unplugging, you will enjoy the process much more. It will free you and empower you to live a life of your own choosing. Opportunities and connections can open up to you in ways that defy your old beliefs. Sometimes breaking from the accepted norm, doing things differently, or being considered weird to family, colleagues, and friends is a sign that you're breaking away from the consciousness of the masses. Yeah, I resonate. I think, Jai, you resonate. Are you weird? Okay. You're breaking away from the consciousness of the masses, which is not compatible with your own higher frequency consciousness. You were born to bring a new vibration of awareness to this planet. You will find those who can benefit and even love you for this difference, and those who are challenged or fearful of you for it. Either way, you can love and approve of yourself, nourish relationships that support you, and have compassionate detachment from those that do not, without compromising who you are in truth. So keep unplugging yourself from mass consciousness, one layer, one thought, one word and deed at a time, from that which the mass consciousness would have you buy into, which is more stuff, more fear, more competition, more doubt, and more suffering. You can challenge any thought you don't want to have. Free yourself. You have the power to change your world and the world we live in as a result, one liberating thought at a time. Invocation. Of my own free will, I now ask for spiritual intervention and divine protection through the guidance that loves me unconditionally. I now request the thorough and complete removal of any entity, thought form, belief system, cord, attachment, conditioning, mind, and soul that does not resonate with the pure frequency of unconditional love. I ask for this process to happen with divine mercy, wisdom, and blessing. I call upon my own inner power and strength to listen for my truths and stand in the light of those truths at the perfect time and in the perfect way with the loving and empowering assistance of my spiritual team. Through divine grace and my own inner spiritual authority, so be it. May all beings be blessed by divine love, and may all beings be happy and free. Nice.
All right, now check it out. After that affirmation,
Mm-hmm.
here's what comes. The black egg.
Whoa.
The black egg is speaking from an authentic voice, and it's about the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in. Books draw us in. The concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It is the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice.
Nice. Beautiful.
Dang.
That's awesome.
That was a deep reading for Cancers.
Cancer. You're looking good, Cancer. Seriously. Looking really good. All right, Leo.
Woohoo!
What's up, Leo? All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. Major Arcana, Tarot for Leo for full moon in Virgo. And I resonate with this too because I have Venus in Leo. All right, Leo, here it is.
Leo. I'm excited.
All right, you got the Magician card, Leo.
Whoa!
I love in the vice versa deck. The Magician card is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really pretty. I love the shooting star behind him.
Yes, the Magician card twice.
Right. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read this just because I love the stuff in here. Okay, a magician stands barefoot upon a stone terrace, his right hand holding a candle that burns at both ends. Held vertically, this is a physical impossibility, as fire only burns upward. But magic isn't constrained by such details. His left hand points to the ground, signifying the creed of ceremonial magic. As above, so below. On the table before him lie the four tools of the minor arcana: sword, chalice, wand, and pentacle. The stone table itself appears to have no legs. It floats before the magician as if supported by his will alone. The magician exudes an air of calm power as the firmness of his stance and gestures proclaim his confidence. Above the magician's head floats a luminous limniscate, the sign for infinity. In the sky behind him, a comet shoots through the Orion constellation. When you get this side in a reading, magic is the power to change reality by will. The magician channels the natural forces of magic that are around us at all times. He isn't necessarily more personally magical than anyone else, but he has dedicated himself to honing his powers and honing his skills. He believes in his magic, and it is this belief that makes magic possible. This card says that you have all you need to make any desired changes in your life or excel at any undertaking, but you must believe in order to make it real. Yeah, guys. Wow. I mean, the magician is awesome. That's it. Divine masculine power right there. And it all comes down to belief. Like, do you believe you have the power to manifest what you want? Mm-hmm. Do you believe you have the ability to do these things? Because it really doesn't matter what you're desiring or what you're wanting. It ultimately matters. It doesn't matter how big or small your dreams or desires are. It ultimately comes down, Leo, to your belief in your ability to make those things happen. And if you believe that you have the ability to do it because you do, then it's pretty much a done deal already. Mm-hmm. Right? It's done. This is a great card. I love this. Manifest it, guys. Make it happen.
Check it out. You guys get the first house card of the body, which is like it's like the ultimate beginning, because the first house is the first house. Right? It's like It starts with your ascendant, right? With your ascendant sign. So that this card means move ahead with confidence because you are rising. If the first house card presents itself in a reading, it means you will soon be feeling your own strength.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it.
And yeah, and that's what the magician card is too. Mm-hmm. It's all about feeling your own strength. Your power and your magic is only limited in as much as you limit your belief system. Right?
Right.
That's it. It's really that big and that simple at the same. I love it. I'm excited.
Epic.
All right, let's see. Here we go, Leo. Leo, you lions and lionesses. Let's see. What is it? What's the message for Leo? Life path.
Whoa.
Life path. I love, this is a pretty card. And I don't see that. I rarely see this card too. This is one that I don't see a lot. So let's see. All right, Leo, life path. Number 20. Do you wonder about your divine life path and purpose? You have been enrolled in spiritual training. The training might be obvious in the form of a course you're undertaking or hidden in a life lesson that is currently triggering your healing, learning, or growth. Whether it is obvious or not, successfully completing this training will empower you to fulfill your divine purpose this lifetime. Further clarity will be revealed to you. The universe promises that you shall know what you need at the perfect time and in a way that you cannot miss. You are in spiritual training for a divine mission that serves your soul development and spiritual growth, while simultaneously helping others. It will help you express your spiritual purpose this lifetime. At times, your training may be aligned with study or applying your skills in ways that seem more obviously aligned with a spiritual path. At other times, your spiritual training may be disguised in ordinary life circumstances. If you are unsure of what you are meant to be learning, of exactly how you are in a spiritual training at the moment, look to the situations in your life that are causing you the most struggle. This is where you will find your training taking place. The struggle is the place where holding on is competing with letting go. It is, however, nothing to be ashamed of. A growth edge where you are doing the inner work of growing into more peace, trust, and love is a sign that you are certainly growing. It isn't comfortable. Sometimes it might cause fatigue and even a feeling of defeat. Yet you shall not give up. You shall continue, and in time you shall triumph with a feeling of peace, resolution, and wisdom.
Ooh.
If you're feeling stuck, perhaps you're working on a significant issue or challenge that won't seem to resolve itself, no matter how much effort you apply, then you're being guided to ask for help from your spiritual team using the invocation below. Call upon your own higher self and soul to take over all aspects of this issue. Be patient. Do not resist what is, but neither collapse into it either. Use your spiritual practice, for example, meditation, journaling, dance, music, art, yoga, time in nature, and prayer, to strengthen you as you move through this training. If you are uncertain about what is happening in your life now, don't fret. Sometimes a smaller desire has to be sacrificed for the attainment of the greater vision. Be at peace. Know that all beings shine at the right time, and so shall you. This oracle is also a confirmation that a vision of your path on earth is being shared with you, whether in small daydreams, big dreams at night, meditation, or simply in the feedback you receive repeatedly, but from different sources. You're being asked to trust in what you see, sense, and feel about your vision for your life path and divine purpose. Even if you're not clear, trust that it is coming to you with loving divine timing. Be open-minded and listen for what makes your heart sing. Invocation. I call upon the wise and unconditionally loving ones to assist me now in perceiving, living, and manifesting my truest and most joyful life path and divine purpose. Help me know what I need to know, when I need to know it, and with everything else, may I be assisted to feel peace, trust, and patience as my beautiful life path unfolds, guided by the loving hand of the universe. May unconditional love reach into the hearts of all living beings, helping every creature to find true fulfillment of their destinies. So be it.
Oh my God. Check this out. The nightingale. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. Dang.
Hey, dude. Epicness.
Oh my God. You can't make this shit up.
You can't, right? I was just about to say that. Like guys, I promise we didn't plan these cards out, you know, at least not in the 3D. Our higher self
in the
must have,
3D.
but we didn't. It's crazy. Crazy.
Dang.
All right, my fellow Virgos, here we go.
All right, here we go. Virgo.
It's our turn, guys.
I wonder if Leanne's still watching.
Is Leanne a Virgo?
Yeah.
I knew I loved Leanne.
All right, here we go.
All right, virgins. Here we go, virgins. Anyway.
Whoa, that card just flew out.
All right, here it is, the Lovers. So the Lovers is actually the card of Gemini, but it is for us Virgos. So let's see what's up with the Lovers card. The number 6 card in the major arcana. The Lovers. While this card does indicate a significant relationship in your life, the symbols emphasize the idea of choice and of seeing things through another's eyes while making that choice. The lovers step toward each other across the hot, cracked ground. If you're faced with a choice, know that it will be easier if your significant other understands and supports that decision. If that doesn't fit for you, have an internal dialogue with your shadow self to gain clarity about your choices. So Virgo, you may be faced with a choice right now. It may involve a relationship or a soulmate situation, but it sounds like the main thing here is to try and be on the same page as your significant other, and if you can't to be on the same page as your higher self, because that is what matters most. I love this card though; it's really cool. And you know, the main thing about this is it is usually like head over heart or heart over head. But the Lovers card to me is it, you know, doing love readings, it represents like a soulmate connection, twin flame connection, etc. And the big thing about the Lovers card is it is indicative of being, how did they word that? They say of the internal dialogue with your shadow self to gain clarity about your choices. So it's also about, like, you know, coming to terms with your shadow self, not just with another person or a lover. Like, you know, the sides of yourself that maybe you're not so comfortable with. But to me, the Lovers card is also a lot about not just choice, but like healing that side that maybe you don't feel so at peace with, or those things. Because really, isn't that what relationships with other people are about? Healing things within yourself and lessons. So same goes if you're a single Virgo. That's what I get from it.
And you get the Moon card, which is all about your soul, your emotions, your intuition.
Nice.
It shows the intimate side of who we are. The moon represents security, the home we grew up in, and the need to hide away and recoup our energies. It is the female principle that is darkly moist and yielding. The moon shows how we respond emotionally and how we feel most deeply. It's like connecting to that energy, and it's like, this is your moon. This is the full moon in Virgo.
Moon in Virgo.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like if you're a Virgo, this full moon,
it's going to be intense for you.
It's going to be intense. The energy is going to feel maybe sometimes not so great, but ultimately this is a great time for you to really come into contact with your true self. Stop hiding from yourself, stop running from yourself, and, you know, get real honest about who you are and what you want and what you came here to do, and do it. I know it's not always so easy, but, you know, why waste time? I'm not wasting time. I did that for almost 40 years. Time to waste. I've just gotten very direct with people, with myself, and with the people in my life about, you know, what I want. I don't have time to waste.
Right.
Even
I
if
just want to say thank you to RC for making a $20 donation.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That's very kind. We really appreciate all of the love and support for the channel, and hopefully Jai very soon. Guys, please subscribe to Jai's channel. I want her to be able to have super chat and all of those things.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
A certain threshold in order
and
to do
Patricia,
that, so.
Thank you for the $5.
Oh, thank you.
That's very sweet, you guys. Thanks for the support.
Guys, Virgos, Dark Night of the Soul. That's the card, number 16, Dark Night of the Soul.
Oh my
So
God, Leanne, no. She
what?
says, I woke up because I heard Jason say my name. Here's our reading.
Wow,
Holy shit. Whoa.
dude,
That's crazy.
that's so crazy. Here, Leanne, this is our Lightworker Oracle card for Virgo, Dark Night of the Soul. Virgo, you are ready for a more real
Whoa.
and radiant relationship with the divine. Your preconceived ideas and safe, limiting beliefs may be sacrificed in order for this to happen. To the divine, these are just the clothing of your spirit. They are impediments to the absolute intimacy the divine seeks with you. You might feel vulnerable or uncertain as the divine goes about stripping away these barriers. This is when you enter the dark night of the soul. You understand there is nothing to rely upon but the divine, and you will find it difficult to trust at times. This night will end, however, and the sweetness of the divine dawning in your heart shall render all of it worthwhile. But for now, you are meant to feel exactly as you feel. You're not doing something wrong. You're moving closer to the divine. Even though you're already on a spiritual path this lifetime, you can go deeper. Sometimes people know this and yet are afraid. Familiar with emotional drama, they are hesitant to let go of what they know, even if that is emotional suffering and mental anguish. That fear prevents them from being willing to trust in the loving hand reaching out to them. It might seem silly, yet letting go of fear to take hold of the hand of love can be extraordinarily difficult. If you don't trust that love will hold you, letting go can seem like allowing yourself to fall into an abyss. A feeling of madness may plague you as you wonder if you are sane to leave a known world behind you and enter the darkness of your own doubt and fear. You sense that the old self and the familiar ways will not survive this dark night. Even if you know in your heart that this sort of spiritual death is an opening to new life, it can still be profoundly confronting. The only way to end the dark night is just to go through it, to endure it, and to know that although you will not understand how it could be possible, it will transform itself into the sweetest grace. In time, you shall be on your knees, not in despairing prayer, but, dearest child of love, but in gratitude, peace, and devotion. Though it begins as a challenge, the dark night of the soul will become a saving grace. Love knows you are ready. No matter what you may think at this moment of struggle, you are ready to take this spiritual test and emerge more in love with the divine than ever.
Woo.
Remember, this is an advanced initiation and therefore challenging at a profound spiritual level. Therefore, get support. Even though you walk the path alone, another can help bear witness to your process and remind you that you are on a noble path of empowerment, love, and truth. Although you may feel your guidance has abandoned you, in truth, they are with you ever closely, whispering words of encouragement, hope, and love. Look for that love within and let it guide you through the dark night. It will lead you faithfully and in perfect timing into the light of your sweetest morning. The invocation for this card is this.
God.
The dark night of the soul is love calling me to light, calling me to let go of fear and release my every doubt, and instead to say, I know that love is more real and more powerful than anything else. So I accept love's power and grace and invite the healing presence of unconditional divine love into my heart. Bring me the peace and spiritual blessing I need to be freed from darkness and opened to the sweet light of love's truth. May all beings caught in darkness be assisted by unconditional love to see, feel, and know that the path of love is theirs forever. Through my own free will, so be it. All right.
Boom.
Whew. Dark
I
night of the
want to
soul.
say, D. Leo Cancer, thank you for the donation of $9.99.
Thank you, D.
And then I'm going to read this card for you, Virgo.
Uh-oh.
The
Give it to us.
Lion.
The lion. Nice.
The lion is a master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation.
Jason's listening.
A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by a few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. Dang.
I love that card too, Jai the Lion card.
Yes.
I think that's
Well,
my
it's like
favorite.
that regal energy. It's like
It's my favorite one.
you're standing in your power.
Right.
That's how that feels to me.
It's freaking awesome. All right,
Wow.
here we go, Libra. Libra.
Moving right along.
Libra.
Thanks for following me, you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was.
All right,
Wasn't
Libra. We're pulling the Major Arcana Tarot card for you for the full moon in Virgo. And let's see what it is. All right, it's the Empress.
Whoa.
Nice. That's a great card.
Ooh, for Libras?
Yeah, the Empress card.
Nice.
All right. Here it is. Okay. The Empress.
Oh,
In a field of ripe golden wheat, the Empress sits upon her ancient throne. She is the essential female force, the great mother who brings forth life in abundance. The cracked clay at her feet holds vague suggestions of primal goddess of birth and fertility. The Empress appears young, but she is older than the earth itself. She wears the copper symbol of Venus between her breasts, for her heart is filled with womanly love. The Empress is crowned with a delicate wreath of myrtle leaves and further crowned by 12 dancing stars and the planet Venus, which is the morning star and the evening star. The Empress brings abundance in every aspect of life, so her coming is a sign of good fortune for you. The context depends on you, for she is generous and desires only to give you what you truly desire and need. If it's money, your wealth will increase. If it is healing, you can expect improvement and increased well-being. And if it's love you desire, the Empress brings that in abundance too. She is particularly associated with marriage and with children, but all fertility springs from her in every realm. Yeah, so Libra, this is like just basically, and I always feel that when I see the Empress card, it's just like saying abundance, man. Like, this is an awesome card. And also the fact that she has this, and in this card, there's the 11 stars, but typically in most traditional tarot decks, she has a crown of 11 stars. So, you know, that's that 11, that portal. It feels to me when I see the Empress card that it's saying you're ready to sort of level up or move into a new cycle or a new realm or a new place in your life that's going to be very successful and very abundant. Like it said, in any way that you're looking to find success. So wherever your focus is, this card is just saying, yeah, get there. You're gonna be successful. So I love it for you guys. This is great. So good news, Libras.
Yeah, you have
really
to trust. You got the card of Aquarius, which the mantra is I know. It's like you have the knowledge. So you have to trust that you know where to go from here.
I love that card.
This is beautiful, huh?
Yeah. That's the card of Aquarius. I know.
Yeah, interesting, right?
So that with the Empress, Libra, is like saying to me that you guys are, you know, you have nothing to hold you back.
Right.
You've really just got to just embrace that inner knowing, that belief that like it said, I know, and it'll happen. Like the Empress card is just the Empress is the Earth Mother. She's nurturing, she's fertile, she's a lot of times when the Empress card comes out in a reading, it can represent someone being pregnant. So not saying that you're pregnant, Libra, but it's like whatever you're trying to bring about, it's coming, it's growing, it's there. This seed has been fertilized and it's coming for you. So you just have to know it. You have to believe it, because all the signs point to yes, you know. I like it, Libra.
And you have to trust that you know the answer, that you know exactly where it is that it's all taking you.
Yeah, amen. I love it. Libra, looks
Thanks,
good.
Leanne.
What, Jai?
She keeps posting follow Jai on my channel.
Yes, follow
Sweet.
Jai.
Thank
guys.
you for doing that, Leanne.
Guys, Jai is doing daily, right? She's doing dailies right now.
Yeah, I go live pretty much every day, Monday through Saturday on YouTube.
Yes.
On my channel.
Subscribe
it's called Channel
to Jai,
for Grace.
You will not regret it. Her readings are epic.
Nice. Thank you.
Always on point.
You guys are troopers, man. We started with Aquarius, so we're Libra. Wait, yeah, we're still on Libra.
Yep. We've
So
got
we've got Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Three more after this.
3 more. Okay, guys. Star Child.
Oh
I love this card. I know.
my God, that is Aquarius energy.
Card number 8 is it's card number 8, which the infinity symbol right here. Here it is, Star Child, guys. Beautiful card. I
Wow.
love this card. Okay, the light of the stars exists in you. The earth wants you to share that light with humanity. You are asked to understand that you are meant to be here, that
Hi,
you have
Vicky.
spiritual work to accomplish. Give up the idea that you belong somewhere else, because a lot of people who are star children are, that you aren't from here, and you sometimes maybe feel like you don't belong.
Mm-hmm.
Give up the idea that you belong somewhere else, to another home in the stars. Instead, let the starlight of your inner being shine here on the earth while you're here, where it shall make such a
Ooh.
positive difference in the world. Fall in love with the earth's beauty. She can and will support you in all ways. Have you been dreaming of other places that you would prefer to be? Are you wondering if there is more to life on this planet than suffering and struggle? Perhaps you know that you have a mission, yet you doubt that you can succeed. Perhaps you love your life here, but you yearn to experience the spiritual purity that exists in the higher vibrational fields of the stars. You may feel like a tourist in need of a fix of your home language to endure adapting to a very different world. Grounding yourself here on earth will enable you to fulfill your life mission. You cannot accomplish this without feeling that you belong here. Your feet need to be planted on the earth. Relax and trust that you are meant to be here. You have a special light to share and a particular spiritual vibration to live, so that the quotient of embodied spiritual light on the earth increases. Ooh, so that the quotient of embodied spiritual light on the earth increases. Dude, that's why you're here, man. You came here to do this. So it's not forever, guys. If you're a star child, it's not forever. You just came here to do this. So do it, embrace it.
Check this
Ooh.
out. Oh wait,
Wow.
did you get to the
Huh?
the mantra?
Almost there.
Okay.
I just had to stop and say that because I can feel that
Yes,
there's people who
yes.
they don't want to be here because it doesn't feel
Yep.
natural. But it's like, guys, you came here to do
That's
so
your
much.
yeah, that's the mission.
Like, it's so important. You have to just embrace it and know that it's not forever. You're gonna be able to go back home wherever that is,
Mm-hmm.
and just make the best of it while you're here. The challenge for a star-seeded soul is to accept human beings as they are without despairing over their darker side. The violence here may frighten you, but your love will help humanity learn to use that violence to dismantle old structures and to create new ways of being. It can be channeled to energize humanity with a can do attitude towards creating a more loving and functional world. Remember, you did come to this planet to learn and to help heal others. You agreed to take this journey because you can assist both the earth and humanity evolve their frequency. And it is possible, and you are helping. There are 3 truths that will help you embrace your journey on this planet. First, you carry the purity of your star ancestry within your heart. You can return through meditation or relaxation at any time. You often return to your star-born home during sleep. The loved ones from that place are very aware of your journey here, and they are helping you every step of the way. They send you frequencies from home, like divine care packages, which fuel you for your earthly task.
Wow.
Secondly, you are so filled with love that you are capable of loving everyone on this planet. You have compassion even for those who are very wounded and fearful, and at times act out in ways of violence, cruelty, and ignorance. Now, the human capacity for courage, compassion, and light is increasing because of you. Your work as part of the team of light loving beings is already having an effect. Third, as a starseed being, you have special resources for your journey here on Earth. Your every spiritual request and need will be met by a loving team of helpers. You get to have a lot of fun in your healing mission if you so choose. It does not only have to be hard work, though, of course, sometimes it will be. Just remember that the stars shine with joy in the sky, and you can shine as a star with joy upon the earth. This is your nature, and this is how you can best fulfill your life mission. Here's the invocation. I call upon the star wisdom of my own spirit and ask that my love, light, power, presence, protection, and assistance shine forth for the highest good. May I shine divine beauty and joy in my life, now and always. I feel a deep and true connection to my spirit, to this earth and the universe. May love flow through me according to its own intelligence and healing wisdom to all beings upon the earth. Through divine grace and my own free will, so be it.
Boom. And check this out.
Wow. Dragon. Whoa. What in the what?
Dragon. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be here at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Hang on, I lost my place. Yeah, I know. This is a powerful card. Into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride. And as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, the Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. So it's like the dragon everything that you were just talking about, starseed, because like the dragon is like, it's not even like an actual animal of the earth. I mean, if you read it, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a spirit animal. And so it's like, the dragon is like, it just brings the magic more into the message that you just read about the Star Child card.
It is magical, yeah.
And awesome. Right, and so it even when you go back to this card, the Aquarius card of I know, it brings even more of that. It's like you have the knowledge, like you're not walking alone.
Right. And guys, just remember, if that fits you, the Star Child card, especially Libras, if that fits for you, the Star Child card, you can access home or your family, your spirit family, wherever they may be, through your heart space in meditation. That was made very clear. So you don't have to feel separated or alone. They're always with you and accessible. So remember that. Okay, Scorpio, your major arcana card for full moon in Virgo is Temperance.
Ooh.
Yeah, Temperance. And so, which is, it's good. Temperance right now. I think Scorpio, this is an important card for you as well, just in general, because, Scorpios can tend to be it's a water element, and it can tend to be extremes, very loving or very passive aggressive and angry. So let's find some balance here. And I'm not insulting anyone. I'm just, making an observation about just, we all have strengths and weaknesses. Our signs all do. So that's something to think about for Scorpio. With Temperance, this is the angel pouring from the gold cup into the silver cup. And it says, an angel pours the waters of life from one cup to another and back again, in endless equilibrium. Her face is the face of the moon in the Hermit card, with the disk of illumination on her brow. Her austere robe bears the alchemical symbols for two of the three prime elements, spirit, sulfur, and Mercury, soul. The third prime element is salt, which represents the body and material form. Its absence here suggests that the alchemical process occurring is purely of spirit and soul. Though the pronoun she is used above, the angel is androgynous or genderless. The physical body is of no concern here. The alchemical act of tempering a substance transforms and purifies it by bringing it into balance. The angel is tempering the life force itself, pouring from gold to silver, from sun to moon, from active to receptive, from day to night, from logic to intuition. There is an infinite variety of associations for the two cups, and then pouring back again to achieve balance. The angel asks, where are you out of balance? What element needs increase or decrease? What is needed to restore harmony in your soul?
Wow.
Yeah, Scorpio. So that's the great question to ask with this full moon coming up. You know, and the full moon in Virgo Virgo is so much about
Channel for grace, Dominique.
Channel for grace. The Virgo is so much about the connection to the divine, the maiden, her connection to the divine, and that direct connection, which we all have the ability to have. And so this asking, where is harmony needed? It's really, this is the time for you to really address that, and you will get the answers if you ask. So ask. You will get, this is a time when anything you ask for in meditation and prayer, any questions you ask, any guidance you ask for, you will get clear answers if you seek with an open heart. I feel that strongly for you, Scorpio, especially with getting the Temperance card, that wherever you need to find harmony, this is a time when you can absolutely find it.
And it's all about communicating. That's divine communication right there. You got the Gemini card, I think, which is also about communication.
I think the Gemini. Yep. See, Gemini. That's all about mercurial. That mental energy. I think.
And communicate. It's like that. That's what this card basically represents. It's like Gemini is the energy of communication.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like divine communication to try to find out the answers. It's like you're asking. So it's like that energy is awakened. Whoa.
And maybe part of the Scorpio, maybe part of balance for you and finding harmony is not just communication, but like the Gemini card, I think. Sometimes Scorpio, you can be known to have your little stinger, when you lose your temper. And this is a time to really think through your actions.
Yes.
Before the stinger comes out. Because, the thing about a Scorpion is when you use that stinger, they die after they use it. The stinger gets used, and then guess what happens? The Scorpion dies. It's because you actually need that as part of your body. It's part of you. So it's important to really think about your actions, I think, right now before you leap.
Yeah, right? Oh my God.
So that's a message for all of us, of course. But
yeah.
So here, let's see what the Lightworker Oracle card is for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Dark Angel.
Whoa, again?
Dark Angel again, yeah.
Gemini got that, right?
Yeah. Was it Gemini? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Dark Angel Scorpio, here we go. The Dark Angel is coming to you with a radical truth. Divine love is always there for you without exception. It will never forget you and never stop caring for you, even when it seems most unlikely. Especially then, it's reaching for you and nurturing you. Your wounds are ways that you can discover love and divine grace through the healing process. The divine is always helping you remember who you are and find your true joy. I'm not going to go through and read the same stuff because you guys get the point of what it's about. But basically, the Dark Angel is coming to you saying that a lot of times the things that seem the most confounding and are the most painful and seem the most unfair are actually leading you to the best things and are happening for your highest good. You're becoming a spiritual alchemist, and you're releasing light from the darkness. So hold the stinger, let the Dark Angel guide you, and let me read the invocation here, guys. I call upon the wisdom of unconditional love that I may be empowered to see the true light within everything and everyone, including that which holds the outward appearance of darkness. I honor the truth that darkness always serves a purpose, and I treat it always as an opportunity to strengthen the light. I call upon that light, the light of divine love, to ignite the light of my own heart, strengthening it each day. Through divine grace, I am always held in the light. May divine grace shine through me and into the hearts and minds of all beings upon the earth. So be it.
Beautiful. And then
Yeah.
the oyster, just like hidden secrets. Patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is, oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires in life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see.
Oh man, there's someone I hope is seeing this. The oyster card that is like the most amazing card. Though.
Yes,
so
yes.
true. I love that. And the oyster is not to the outside world. The oyster is not doing anything. It's
right.
It's closed off, right? It's closed
right?
off. It's doing nothing. But what's happening? That little grain of sand is turning into a pearl inside.
Right. Oh my
it's
God.
so amazing. That's what you're doing, oyster. That's what you're doing. Okay, don't despair. Don't
Dang,
get so down.
That's epic. Oh my God.
Are you hearing me, oyster? I know you. I know you're hearing me. Don't get so down on yourself anymore. Stop that self-talk, okay? Because you're creating something that none of us could do.
Dang. That's epic.
Yeah. All right. So, who comes after Scorpio is Sagittarius.
You're welcome, guys.
All right, Sagittarius. Your major arcana message for the full moon in Scorpio is...
Michael Maz. Thanks for all those comments. They're epic.
Michael Maz. That is. Hi, Michael Maz. Ooh, the Fool. Sag, you're the Fool today. I like it. That's the zero card, the nothingness card, but the card that is all hope and faith. Here it is. Rather than doing what seems reasonable, logical, or safe, the Fool epitomizes the idea of taking a leap of faith. Though success is the ideal outcome, it's the leap itself that matters most. The Fool goes from experience to experience in a serendipitous way. Every turn along his path adds to his wisdom. Choose to be bold and foolish if you want to make progress on your path. So yeah, I mean, just because the outcome is not clear, or especially if the outcome is unclear, this is about having faith in yourself and in the universe. And I just always, when I see the Fool card, I always go back to the idea that the universe is benevolent. It's not against us. It's with us. And if we have a desire in our heart, it wasn't put there by accident. And the universe wants us to be able to fulfill that heart's desire. So leap and go after it.
The Fool is also about being in bliss.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the beginning. It's like the journey in the beginning. Right, because the Fool, and I get like a lot of, I guess in the traditional tarot decks, the Fool is usually the first one, right? It's like the zero. It doesn't even have a number because it's
all hope, no manifestation.
It's the jumping point. Yeah, exactly.
And isn't that the best time? When everything is possible, right?
Yeah. That's what
Absolutely.
I see in that card.
Love it. Yep.
All right. So
awesome.
You got the third house of messages.
Third house of what?
Messages. Words have power. Now is the time to get your point across. With this card, you may also get a clear direction in the way to proceed. Holy
Mm,
crap.
mm,
That's like
mm.
you're right there. You're like getting ready to go on your journey, and then here comes the clue. Like here, the clues are gonna start coming.
Look for signs,
Yeah.
synchronicity. Talk to your angels right now, because if you're ready to try to jump into something,
Wow.
they're gonna give you the guidance, and they're gonna give you the encouragement.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. Dang, I
wow,
love that.
that's so cool. That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's really exciting. If you're listen, Sagittarius, if you're like thinking of starting something, a business,
Mm-hmm.
a new relationship, whatever it may be, look for the guidance and have faith. You probably didn't come up with that idea on your own. You're probably co-creating, which is the most fun thing in the world.
Yeah.
Earth School for Light Workers,
There you
Jai.
go.
I
There
know
you
that was a
go.
co-creation with Source, right?
Oh yeah,
No doubt.
definitely.
I shuffle this better because I keep getting the same thing come out and I don't like it. There's one card in the Lightworker Oracle that I really don't like. I'm not going to say what it is, but I just have this thing about it. So if it comes out again, I will accept it for you guys, but I'm not happy. Sorry. It's about orbs, and I resonate with orbs. So, all right, what is it, guys?
And then
Whoa, dude, reassurance of the golden light. Okay, yeah, that's the one.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so reassurance of the golden light is basically more confirmation for you, Sagittarius. Here we go. The golden light comes to you as a gift of grace and reassurance. It's an embrace from the universe, an expression of divine comfort, and a sign of hope. When the golden light appears, it's a sign that everything in your life, even the most troubling matters, is going to work out perfectly. You're held in the graceful hand of the divine, and those things will be resolved more swiftly and beautifully than you could have ever expected. The golden light is a very real phenomenon, although you may only perceive it when you're particularly relaxed and your clairvoyance is already developed. However, when you see it, whether you see it physically or not, it is real and powerful. In truth, grace and divine assistance are always there for the asking, but there are times when we are in extra need of support. During such times, ironically enough, we can forget to ask for help. Perhaps you are struggling with a particularly difficult time, or in an initiation or a challenging choice lies before you. Maybe you have taken a leap or are considering taking a leap and just need to know that you are doing the right thing. And somehow, even though you don't feel in control of what is happening, it is going to work out. Jeez. Okay. When the golden light is given to you, it is freely done so as a gift from the heart of the universe. It is letting you know that you are a child of the universe and you are dearly loved. It's reminding you that on the path, the struggle to continue with trust, patience, faith, and courage can sometimes seem overwhelming. The universe, however, is with you, supporting, loving, and believing in you every step of the way. You're not alone. You're never forgotten. You're loved, encouraged. You're loved and encouraged to take your journey, and you're reminded the universe is smiling upon you. Call upon the golden light because you know that you are in need of that loving consciousness, and it is appropriate that you do this. You can use the invocation below. I call upon the reassurance of the golden light, the comfort of the divine spirit, and the loving grace of the universe. Thank you for being with me now, for bringing me peace and reassurance even in my darkest moments. Thank you for sharing a special truth with me, that you love me and hold and cherish and assist me always. I love you. Thank you for loving me too. May the golden light heal all beings of fear and doubt, gently bestowing mercy, compassion, and loving reassurance of the presence of the divine into the hearts of all. Through divine grace and my own free will, so be it. Yeah, the golden light hits right here, guys.
Boom.
You, go do it. Take the leap.
Check this out. You get the dolphin.
Ooh, yes, I love the dolphin.
Yes, me too. This is like, oh my God. So the dolphin is about being innately intelligent, the healer, light, and blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way.
A profound blessing.
Boom!
Trust.
Sagittarius, hell yeah.
All right, Sag, y'all got this. Y'all got this full moon in Virgo, Sagittarius.
That was pretty powerful.
So powerful. Dude,
oh my God, we made it. We made it to the end.
Yeah. Oh, no, we got to do Capricorn.
I know. I'm just saying, this is the last one.
We didn't
I can't believe it.
Yep. Yes, we're almost done, guys.
It. Those of you guys that waited this long, oh my God.
Yeah, and for those of you that have been here the whole time, you're awesome.
Yeah, that... I do this. Like when I watch the Leo King, I'm like, obsessed with him. So it's like he goes live at 11 p.m. and I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna watch it anyways.
Yeah.
Because it's so cool.
The Leo King knows what he's talking about too.
Oh, he's pretty awesome.
He's with it. Okay, guys, Capricorn, major arcana for Capricorn. Here it is. Ready? Let's see. What's up with Capricorn? There it is. Ooh, the Hanged Man.
Oh.
What are you guys having trouble deciding? All right, the Hangman, Capricorn. And you got it on this side, so let's see. Because this is a major arcana card, it signifies more than just a mundane timeout or a change of perspective on everyday situations. The Hangman has the alchemical symbol for sulfur, or the soul, on his tunic. But note that it is only right side up when he is upside down. This symbol isn't for him, it's for you. The Hangman demonstrates important soul work and indicates your readiness to undertake it. You may already be doing so, but without awareness. It's time to bring to consciousness. So that's this. What this reminds me of, Capricorn, is something that I have came to an awareness of, that there's no such thing as stagnation. Even when we feel like we're stagnating, that's an illusion, just like fear. Just look at the world. Look at evolution. The world never stops turning. Things never stop progressing. So even when you feel like things are stagnating, they're not. On energetic levels, things are being accomplished. So don't lose faith and don't lose hope. Even when you feel stuck, you're not. You're just taking time, and things have to be worked out so that the circumstances will be perfected for you to do, or continue doing whatever it is that you are. You have on your heart or on your mind. So the Hangman is actually, I think it's a good thing. It's a good pause, and you're going to continue once you've. And a lot of times in other tarot, his mind is illuminated. There's light around his head, because it means that even though he may be pausing, he's getting an awareness, and he's getting he's got an awareness of what he needs to do. He's just waiting for the right time. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to be taking just a little bit of time to think things over and to do things just right and in the right time. That's what I get from the Hangman.
Dude, you get the Venus card of love.
Nice.
Which basically means the Venus card says to let love take care of it for now. Let love take care of it for now.
And Venus, Venus is rules our relationships.
Right.
And so maybe you're at a place where your relationships feels like it's in a standstill, or you're not, sure what to do or what direction to go in your relationship. But like Jai just said, let love take care of it. Act from a place of love, because love is one of the highest vibrations of all. So that's great guidance.
Love heals all.
It really does. It really does.
Yeah,
love is what
Venus
healed
is
me
like...
from, if it wasn't for love, you guys, I would be dead today.
Wow.
I would not have made the changes that I made in my life in the last year, and I would most certainly be dead. So yeah, love does heal all.
Wow.
No doubt. All right, Capricorn, let's see what your Lightworker Oracle message is. Give it to us. Give it to us straight, no chaser. Capricorns like it like that. They don't like any BS. They want the truth,
Somebody
the whole
said
truth,
they're
and
Capricorn rising in Venus. Damn.
a lot of Capricorn. All
Yeah.
right, the Pink Rose of Lady Nada. I love this card.
Oh
It's
my
so cool.
God, this. Oh my God, this is crazy. That reminds
Here
me
it
of the
is.
Sisterhood of the
Well,
Rose.
oh yeah, this is a great card, Jai. Pink Rose of Lady Nada. You are in the midst of a heart heal. See, that's why you guys are in the hangman position,
Whoa.
because you're in the midst of a. You're in this. This is what's happening. You're in the midst of a heart healing, a healing of the fears and anxieties that have held you back from enjoying your full magnificence. Lady Nada is here with all her gentle power, washing you in soft pink light. All anger, fear, sadness, bitterness, disappointment, and hurt are being soothed and loved into peace. She brings you a sign of your future blossoming into deeper love. The pink rose of Lady Nada is a spiritual gift from higher guidance. It brings love, healing, strength, and compassion to your heart. You may be burnout or feeling anger, fear, depression, fatigue, or compromised wellness. Perhaps your heart is so tired that you are struggling with compassion fatigue, finding it difficult to even care. Perhaps you have put your heart and soul into something or someone and you feel your efforts have been cast aside or that you've been taken for granted. Perhaps you are processing a great loss. Whatever the reason, Lady excuse me. Whatever the reason, Lady Nada has come to comfort you and comfort your soul. Your pain will pass and your suffering will be alleviated sooner and more gently than you might expect. The pink rose of Lady Nada unfolds as an energetic gift, gently pulsing with love and beauty within your heart chakra. It brings you comfort, gentle emanations of divine love, and reassurance that you are so wonderful just as you are. Lady Nada is saying, "How much I like you, dearest child of light, how deeply I love you. I send love and acceptance to you now so that you may come to love and like yourself with all the compassion, kindness, and unconditionality that I feel for you. If there is anything or anyone you need to forgive, this gift from Lady Nada will empower you to do so. Your ability to forgive won't make you a doormat for others. It will free you to leave the past behind. So let other people's choices be about their own learning rather than your value, and choose to love yourself now. If you are at a troublesome point in your life, remember that despite the thorns, the rose has an exquisite scent. It is a powerful and wise soul that chooses a path that is truly challenging moments. But out of those challenges, great empowerment can be developed. Do not despair if you seem far from the light. You're simply traveling through darkness for a time. Your inner light is strong enough to be seen by even in darkest to strong enough to see by even in darkest times. That times will soon end, and you shall realize exactly how much you have grown through the experience. You will find your way into peace and happiness. Trust in your own light and the loving kindness of Lady Nada's blessing now. It's enough to lift you into the light of love and peace. Come back to that love, to the pink rose unfolding in your heart whenever you feel lost. Some challenges are meant to help you grow in your ability to love without condition, to surrender to the divine even when things don't seem to make sense. You undergo such challenges because you are capable, powerful, and wise. The universe loves you so much. It is guiding you into your most beautiful destiny every day. Release guilt and fear. Know that you are loved, always have been, and always will be. Guidance is sharing with you now that whatever your struggles may be, they will soon reveal themselves to be nothing more than steps along your path to the sweetest blossoming of your soul. Be patient. Rest with this rose light in your heart, dear soul, for healing energy is flowing into you now. Trust your heart to overcome this pain. It will indeed heal, open up, and love even more powerfully than before. Such is the courage of your heart.
Wow.
Invocation. I gratefully receive the rose light, the blessing of Lady Nada, and unconditional love. My heart softens and opens. The pink light of her rose blessing fills me with a sweet perfume. I let go. I feel safe and held. I know that I
Mm.
am loved always. I am grateful now and always for love's protection, intervention, guiding hand, and tender grace in my life in all ways. May I know myself to be worthy of love and love myself truly so that I can truly and freely give love to others and to the world. May all beings truly know love through my own free will. So be it. Bam.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, the rose. That what keeps coming up for me is like the sisterhood of the rose. It's like the ancient. It's like the ancient mystery schools of Egypt, like
Yeah.
Mary Magdalene. I mean, and like Venus, right? The planet of love,
Yeah.
the goddess of love. Like that's what she brings. Like she brings that rose. She brings healing of the heart.
Mm.
And what you guys got is the stingray,
Hmm.
which is about, well, for one, the picture, you can see all the chakras represented. It's actually about developing confidence, a sense of self, or a spine. The stingray card represents a pivotal point in in personal growth. The moment has come when the stingray must decide between the old, the easy, the comfortable, and the familiar, and the new, the challenging, the uncomfortable, and the unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again, as the force of Dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore.
Nice.
It's like Dharma is like your spiritual path, your spiritual awakening. It's like that force is too strong. And so when your heart is healing, you're going to shine even brighter, because that's what happens.
Mm.
It's like you just become stronger, especially heart healing. It's like you become so strong, you shine so bright. And then that's like you growing a spine. It's like finding
That's
that
awesome.
ultimate center.
I love that. I love that, guys.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was good. That was a
That was
lot. A
good.
lot.
But that was good, you guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for watching and for being with us. Thank you, Jai, for
Thanks for
doing this.
having me. Yeah.
So fun to do with you, and it was a great time. I'm glad we got to do this tonight.
Yeah,
And
it was also like impromptu. I mean, I had no idea I was
yep,
going to be doing this.
we
But
just
I'm
yeah.
really glad we did, and I've been pretty energized all day. I feel pretty good. I think probably because the moon is in Leo.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was awesome. I hope you guys all have a lovely night, and thank you for being here. We really appreciate it and love you guys.
We'll see
So
you soon. Sat
talk to you
Nam.
soon. Bye.